and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another off-the-rip video. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. All my returning viewers, always good to see you again. Come on in. Let's get crack-a-lack it, shall we? So today's off-the-rip video is going to be of the Cazadores Reposado Tequila. It is 40% alcohol by volume. Arandes Jalisco, 1922. 100% de agave. So that's there's always going to be like that. I think everybody's going to put that on their label. I haven't got into that whole, like, you know, additive free, 100% certified. Let's see, Cazadores. Now I haven't heard of this. I mean, I've heard of it in name, but I never got to see the bottle. And I'm on this 375 trip right now, so that I can get through some stuff, try some stuff without having to be committed to lugging around all these big bottles. So let's go ahead and get that cork pop. Looks like a synthetic. Not bad though. Not bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and hold on a second. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get that on. So let's get that pour on, shall we? Oh, it looks kind of light. Looks kind of light indeed. There you go. Good look. Yeah, that's relatively light. I wonder how long this has rested in barrels, or what kind of barrels it rested in. On the nose, it's low to medium. I say the nose is probably going to be low to medium. There's not a whole lot of specialness coming out of that on the character profile. It's a solid low to medium kind of nose. I can't pick anything else out of there. It's kind of a standard type of tequila nosing, at least off the rip anyway. So Mr. Randy does 3-part series. Off the rip, part 1, poured in a glass. We are doing this today. I will sniff it, we'll drink it, we'll assess it, make some predictions maybe, and we'll move on. Part 2, which is probably going to be about a week from now, I'm going to come back for what's called the full review, about halfway. I'm going to go online, try and find as much information as I possibly can, come back, probably with as little as possible, talk about it, and score it, continue to drink it, because part 3 is called the final pour, thusly named. We'll have that final pour, and we'll compare it to today's first pour, and everything in between. So the nose, I don't know if it's me, I think it's me. Suddenly I got like burnt match head. And then it went right back to regular tequila. I think it's me. Let's go ahead and get that acclimation pour done, because it's going to get us ready for it. There's something there. It's kind of exciting going down the path of new stuff, tequila. Because there's all kinds of new stuff that you're going to come across, you know, with different distilleries and different bottles. It's on the back end of the palating. It's on the back end. I can't explain it at the moment. It's just, it took a left turn at Albuquerque. You get that reference. You're old like me. That's a little jump start to get the legs running. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Decent enough viscosity. Transfers decent well to the palate, the mouth. I don't know. I don't want to be hypercritical about this off the rip, because I've made mistakes before. Like, you know, I made a decision about that off the rip, got totally 180 degrees in the opposite direction, going the right way with that one. This one's light, and let's get one more on there. Hold on. It's relatively light, relatively pleasant. There's just a very curious note in there on the very end that kind of like, yeah, it's like you go, where'd you go? It's weird. I don't know what that is. I'll be able to figure it out by the time I get to the full review. So if you want to make sure to keep checking it out, or you know, like I said, hit the subscribe or the follow, whatever platform you're on. That way you can come back and make sure, you know, what it is, what kind of weirdness I can get out of that. There's always, once in a while, there's always a really good chance a video is going to get a little crazy, a little kooky. Let's go ahead and get this finish. It's a little bit heavy of a finish, but we'll do it anyways. Now, this just might be the Texan in me, but the color scheme is making me think about Whataburger. If you're a Texan or you're very familiar with Whataburger, does that give you Whataburger vibes? Be honest. I'm thinking it does. If you're a Texan, that is definitely talking to you about some Whataburger. The finish is, there's a lot of action going on the tongue. A little bit on the lips. The lips are probably a 1. The tongue is probably a 2. The gums are starting to come in. They're a little late to the party, but not, you know, fashionably late, you know. The lips are, yeah, the lips are, they're more than a 1. The tongue's starting to turn down. The back end, excuse me, starting to turn up. There's that strange oddball character knocking around in the background. Can't quite nail it down just yet. But probably will sort it. I think that just activated. That just activated some like acid reflux or something. So we got some good lips, good gums, good cheeks. The tongue is tapped out. It taps out after a couple seconds. The heat on the background is over at 2 by now. It's got a very interesting finish. Nothing is really balanced on this. It's kind of all over the place, but that's kind of an interesting thing. It's a good thing when it gets interesting. You don't want something to just be completely rounded. You want something that has character, something that will give you something to think about. Because if everything is rounded, you basically have 3 parts to a completely rounded libation. It's either bad, it's okay, or it's good. And that's it. That's just the 3. When you got things that are kind of bouncing around, like the nose is over here, the palate's over there, and the finish is woo. Yeah, I mean, that varies from person to person. But when you try and make it too well-rounded and well-balanced, it just becomes a bit mundane, repetitious, if you know what I mean. Well, I've already asked you to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, follow, heart, whatever it may be. Do me a personal favor in the comment section. Tell me where you're at. What is going on in the world of libations around your area? What are you drinking? Have you tried the Cazadores? If you have, let me know about it. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Definitely going to say it's an interesting one. Definitely looking forward to doing the research on this one. Well, see you then.